Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for war number 11 of season 41. This is going to be the second war in a row that I'm bringing in Shang Chi. We can see with these bans here that Gallon is banned, which is somewhat new. I understand the reason for doing that. It allows you to do a couple placements that you may not be able to do otherwise. And then Hercules and Scorpion are fairly common this season. I think Scorpion was only unbanned one time all season, which really is a testament to his power currently. So I was just scoping out the map, and we're joining here. I'm only going to be taking 3 fights again, and part of it is because now that everyone and their brother has Jessica Jones from the recent offers, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing her on the maps a little bit more often. And you know, I did just recently make a how to fight Jessica Jones video, and I think DLL was just kind of like, well, I'm sure that anyone on our team could get this fight down, but since Campo knows how to fight her and just made a video and was probably dueling for that video, we're just going to send him in that direction. And I think from there the rest of the plan unfolded. There's going to be 2 red Magneto fights, which again, he's a rank 3. We have an all rank 3 team today, and they're going to be fairly straightforward fights, but there will be some information to talk about during them, as well as the Jessica Jones with Shang Chi. So anyway, we're starting off with this Valkyrie on path 7B, and the danger here is that if she has some block proficiency above 0%, she has a chance to shrug, and then if she shrugs your stuns, then it's going to feed this node. She may eventually go unblockable. Her power gain is going to go up, and the point is just to kind of have you get clipped somehow. And let's see, I'm running pacify 3 out of 3, which means anytime I parry, she will have no chance to stun because we're fully reducing ability accuracy, and then also none of the flourish buffs from the tactic will show up that way. Now this fight started off a little strange. I mean, obviously I still have 100% health, but what I meant was like parry wasn't feeling great, and then something kind of funny is going to happen a little bit later in this fight. But you know, the goal is just keep the flourish down, like hit her block every once in a while if we can, and just get to a special 3. There's nothing fancy here, but right there I thought that I had released the heavy right as the stun was ending, but she was able to chain it into a special 1. So fortunately we did have the unstoppable from our heavy charge, but that definitely threw me for a loop there, that she just like threw that special 1 at me while I was charging my heavy. I thought she was still stunned. But yeah, the whole point of this fight is literally parry heavy special 3 because she's metal. And like I mentioned, the only shout out is that I had pacify 3 out of 3, which completely turns off the node and her ability to shrug and all that kind of stuff. So that's why Magneto still works in war. It's why I'm more than comfortable with mine at rank 3, because even taking a hit there was no danger. Now this Jessica Jones, they probably figure if you put her on any of the dangerous mini bosses that it's going to be easy to send a Valkyrie to her, who is one of her best counters. But I think she was set here as a little bit of a trap, because this has make a stand, which means you have to knock her down. And if somebody sent Valkyrie here, heavying would actually remove your pierces, which removes the unstoppable countering, and it may have led to something not going well there. So I think, honestly, the fact that most people only realize that Valkyrie is a good counter for Jessica Jones and not champions that have cleanse is part of the problem here, because anyone that has access to cleanse is going to just completely remove her investigation. So that's basically what we're doing here. There's no specific rotation. We are literally just going through our Wushus. We do an unblockable there, and then we get another cleanse, and then we're going to do a stunning Wushu. And the name of the game is just make sure that you have your cleanse off before you throw a special 2, and this special 2 is going to end her right here. We do cleansing strike into special 2, guaranteed crits, and she goes down. The investigation never got above 4, I believe, because the cleansing strikes are going to basically bring it down to 0 every time. So fortunately, we were smart enough to send a cleanse champ there. And again, a shout out to my video, How to Shout Jessica Jones. I'm probably going to change the title of this war video to like How to Fight Jessica Jones Alliance War version. So that's basically all there is to it. Bring Shang-Chi, bring Jabari, bring a cleanse champ, Baron Zemo. You're going to have a great time. And then finally, we have this mini boss here. Punisher 2099 is a bit of a nuisance with the flourish, especially on this node where he has, what is it, the specials power reserve type thing. I forget the name of the node. So, you know, there's a couple ways to do this, right? We could just kind of YOLO and take special threes, or we can know that if we hit his block, the flourish are going to go away, and we have the benefit of these read pre-fights as well, so that we're granting him less power with the suppression, the petrify, and everything's, it's a little overkill, to be honest. Like, we don't need all these, but why not? Like, we had some extra read pre-fights, I'll take them. But yeah, you saw as soon as we threw the special one, that we just tried to hit his block and get rid of the flourish. Our ability accuracy is reducing some of them, but all you have to do is hit block and then it goes away. We've been able to keep the suppression up the entire time. The debuff siphoner is going to make our bleeds off of the special 3 go even harder. Again, he throws that. Only one flourish comes through. That's because of the ability reduction. And now we're almost at our special 3. Completely safe fight here, right? The strategy that I've seen using Diablo is basically to like push him to special 3s and not care about it. But the problem with using an invuln is if you do get hit before pushing him to a special 3, your whole strategy goes away because you lose your invuln and then you have to take that damage. So you can see here how safe it is with Magneto. It's almost a joke. Like, we can never miss. We are turning off the flourish because of pacify 3 out of 3, and you know, that's Magneto for you. When you leave metal champions open like that, it's that easy to do it. So anyway, that was a pretty straightforward war for me. We ended up winning this war. The score was actually 7-6, and it came down to my rank 5 Null got the final kill on the final morning, which felt good because he hasn't been getting a lot of kills this season. I think he only has 1 kill from earlier, but he is a little bit of a nightmare to fight because he's rank 5. Those stats are pretty gnarly, and if you make a mistake, it can lead to a death. Unfortunately, that's what happened. So we are in the top 10 going into the final war with a lot on the line because those top 10 rewards are a little bit better. So we would love to finish off the season that way. And I'm going to try to do one more war video. War 12, we'll go over every champ that I used for the season and probably do a rewards opening as well. So thanks for coming along this journey in Season 41 with me. It's been a blast. We used Shang Chi again and first red mags as well. So we're adding another champion to the list of champions that we've used this season. And that's about it for today. So thanks for checking it out, and I'll catch you in the next one.